I'm Miss Mila Rose and welcome back to my YouTube channel where I have been doing some cosplays, and this is the second cosplay I am doing after doing Takamaki and Panther, and this is Cardcaptor Sakura. Hey babes, good morning. I am doing Cardcaptor Sakura cosplay today. I'm so excited. So I'm doing a get ready with me, and you guys are going to see me do my makeup, get the wig ready. I still have to gel it a little bit to get it just right. And then I'm going to get into some Cardcaptor Sakura cosplay. I'm so excited, so let's get right into it. So my look is actually not going to change too drastically from my Takamaki look. I was going for more of a lighter pink look, so I did my nails yesterday. They're already a little bit messed up, unfortunately. I needed to apply so many coats of polish, and it just took forever to dry, but I'm just going to deal with it because I'll never have perfection. So I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eyes, and then I'm going to get right into some eyeshadow. I already kind of know what I want to do for the eyeshadow. Okay, so for Cardcaptor Sakura, I do want to go for very neutral colors. That's why I did a very light pink. I am doing more of a natural younger schoolgirl vibe with her, so I'm definitely going to go for some nice basic pinks. I think I'm going to do a combination of Playtime Kittens and a Marquee. And again, this one is the Morphe palette by Lisa Frank. It's just a very colorful palette, and I didn't have any colors, much of a color variation with what I currently worked with before getting this palette, so I really wanted to get this palette. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to dive into some Marquee. And then I'm gonna put some of it in the corners of my eyes and a little bit above. And then I'm gonna dip right into Playtime Kittens and get right in the center. Blend out those two colors a bit. I love the glitter in the Marquee color. It's really nice. So then I'm just going to get some Blanca, just some of the white color, just to highlight under my eyes. And put some in the corners as well. Just give it a nice highlight. I'm going to use that to blend it out with the pink color as well. I think that looks pretty decent, and if I do want to clean it up a bit, I'll use my concealer or cover up to clean up any excess around the eyes. So now I'm going to go ahead and use some eyeliner. I really butchered that. For those of you who don't know, I use a lot of this medicated lip balm because when I'm stressed and anxious, which happens a lot, I pick my lips, like either with my teeth or my fingers. I will pick my lips aggressively, and so they're always very damaged, and it looks really awful, especially if I have like something like red wine or strawberries or something with like a lot of red color. You can really see when it stains into the crevices. It's disgusting. So I am trying to repair my lips all the time. I try not to pick my lips sometimes, but it's just one of my habits, I guess, that comes from stress and anxiety. So I'm gonna go ahead and use some of this finishing makeup spray. And this one I got from a FabFitFun box. It is Scandinavia Makeup Finishing Spray. It's decent. I don't know if it works how it should. I'm not an expert, but I do the best with what I have. So now I'm going to go ahead and start getting my hair ready to be put away for my wig. So I actually cut my hair shorter recently, and because of that, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 braids instead of 1 big braid because I did chop off about 1 inch. So I'm going to do both braids and then I'm just going to put them together basically how I did with Takamaki. So I'm going to go ahead and get these in place with these clips just on 3 parts. 1 here, 1 over here, and 1 around the center. Just to kind of hold it in place. I feel like it helps a lot for it to just stabilize itself and stick on my head instead of wiggling around, moving around, and coming off, which I hate. So now I'm going to put on the wig finally. I did kind of do it up. It came in pieces, so these hairbands didn't come already on the wig. So I'm going to have to readjust them because I didn't do the best job putting them on myself. So this is the front, right? I will say I love how light this wig is. So I'm going to go ahead and brush it out a little bit because this one's sitting in a plastic bag. I really need to get some of those mannequin heads, but I don't have the place to put them. So I'm just going to take these out because they're not really working for me anyway. So obviously this does not look like Cardcaptor Sakura's wig, so what I'm going to go ahead is I'm going to grab my phone and I'm going to start looking at pictures of her so I can really get her bangs and everything just right. I'm going to use a little bit of gel to make sure that some of these pieces stay in place right. So yeah, I'm going to get right into it and get her wig all situated. So I think I'm going to start with, oh, her ears are showing too. I'll get to that. That's going to be a process. I'm going to start with her pigtails, I guess. They're not, I don't even know if you would call them pigtails, but she has a chunk of hair that's going down this way. I think that's about all that I'm gonna be able to do. Is there a hole in the wig? Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Oh, that's a bad quality wig. That's a really bad quality wig when there's literally a hole right there. I don't even know what to say about that. We're just gonna have to try and cover it up as best as we can with the little pigtails. I wonder if there's a hole on this side too. Yeah. Yes, there is. Is it supposed to be that way? I'm so confused. Why are there holes? So now I'm gonna try and do the bangs, and the bangs is going to be a process. I'm gonna take them in strands, use some gel, and figure it out. So I'm gonna start with the fact that I know that her ear is showing. There is her long strands are behind her ear, like this. And they're one piece, so I have to gel it together. So let's do that. All right, that's okay. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing to the other side. And we have these strands here. I'm gonna use just a little bit of gel on these because I want them to be completely out of the way of the hair, of the ears. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Why is this hair just breaking off? This is not a good quality wig, I can already tell. I'm gonna figure out these strands. I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get it for those guys. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the hardest part, which is all of this. So she has some of her bangs tucked away, so I'm gonna get rid of that right to start with because I think it'll be easier to work with. We're getting there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do some individual strands of bangs. So she kind of just has them in bits everywhere. Okay, I've touched up this wig as much as I think I know how, and I think this is really about the best it's gonna get. I think I did a decent job. I think I could have done better, but it was a little hard to work with. The wig just seems to be like falling apart and just lower quality than I was expecting. It still works though, it still is decent enough to utilize for the cosplay, but definitely not very durable or well made. But regardless, I'm happy with what I was able to do with it, and I'm gonna go ahead and start getting into costumes so I can complete this look. As you can see, I have the backpack, I have the full costume that is the schoolgirl costume. Amazon actually has so many of Cardcaptor Sakura's costumes, but unfortunately I only ended up going with this one for now at least. And I also got the wand and the cloud book. So here is the wand. The wand is actually a little on the small side and I wasn't expecting it. It's quite short, but it was the most authentic one I could potentially find on Amazon. I might have been able to find a better one, but this is the best I could find on Amazon. So I think it looks pretty authentic, but it is quite short. So I could play around with it to make it look longer in certain posing, but for the most part, it's pretty short. And the cloud book. It actually comes complete with all of the cloud cards. So as you can see, it has the back art as well as the front art, and this is the inside of the book right here. I really love how authentic they made this book, and I really love that it latches magnetically right here, so it's really easy to close and secure all of the cards within this magical book. This backpack is actually pretty cool because it's also very usable. So this also opens magnetically. Right here there is a magnet and it just latches on this magnetic strip right here. And I love the wings and I love the magic circle design. It's so authentic and I love it. This keychain actually came with one of the items I got for the cosplay, so I decided to put it on the zipper of the backpack because where else would I put it? So the backpack comes complete with an inner zipper right here. So you can see, you can put little things in there. And then on the other side here, there's a couple little insert pockets that I really, really like. So this backpack is actually pretty usable, and it's not just your standard cosplay backpack. You could actually use this, which is really, really cool. Will I be using it for anything other than cosplay? Maybe not. I will say that it did start unraveling on me and I barely touched it, so it's a little cheaply made, but it, for the most part, looks pretty cool and it's been holding together pretty nicely for me. Now, if I was going to invest in some cosplay items, I was not going to forget about the Cardcaptor Sakura necklace. I had to get this because I think it just completes the look, and for some of the ideas that I have, it can definitely assist me with making all of the creative projects that I have come to life with this cosplay. So for now, I'm just gonna tuck it in to the costume. So this costume was one purchase, the wig was a second, and these shoes I actually got separately. They're like Mary Jane Lolita shoes. They have a little bit of a heel at the bottom, but they're really easy to walk in because they're pretty full-at. I like how this blouse underneath is the exact same blouse that I got with the Ochako cosplay from My Hero Academia. She has the exact same blouse and it goes under as a part of her school uniform. The only thing that I'm sad about with this cosplay is it doesn't have the back flap as part of her design for her schoolgirl uniform, and it didn't come with the hat, which I'm really upset about because I could have gotten the complete costume that actually came with the hat. This one, unfortunately, it did not. And had I realized that sooner, I would have purchased the one that had the hat because I cannot find the hat anywhere that's sold separately, and it only comes with the cosplay costume. So yeah, this is the costume. What do you think? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think it looks pretty decent? I don't know. I think the quality is pretty good, and it does have the iconic logos. It does have the red design right here on the tie. This is not a zipper tie. This is a legitimate tie, which I can't figure out how to do myself. Don't know how you guys do it, but I can't do a tie. Ochako's tie is a zipper tie, and it's a lot easier to work with. Which, by the way, I do have an Ochako cosplay Get Ready With Me as well that will be coming up here on my YouTube channel, but I'm not going to be releasing it for another few months probably because I have so many cosplays that are coming to you guys, so follow me on Twitter for all of the magical cosplay characters that I am going to be cosplaying as. And if you have a specific character you'd like me to cosplay, make sure to follow me on Twitter, because I'm going to be having Twitter polls like every month starting May 25th to try and narrow down which cosplay I'm going to be purchasing next. I already have a lineup all throughout October, so the next cosplay I do purchase, I probably won't purchase until like summer, and then I probably won't start cosplaying that character until November. There's so many characters I want to do, you guys, but I'm going to try my best and pace myself. So with all of that being said, enjoy some behind the scenes of some photos that I took as Cardcaptor Sakura.